when I first found out that for the first 1600 years of Christian history, unanimously, the church believed that God was using his word and water to regenerate. When I first found that out, man, I was so taken back, one. And then I felt a sense of disappointment that I had never been exposed to it. I was thinking, man, in my local churches, Bible college, at another seminary that I started my training at after I graduated from undergrad, I just was not exposed to what the earliest saints, the apostolic fathers, or the patristics, I wasn't exposed to what they taught and how they understood the sacraments, and in particular, baptism for our purposes today. And, I think it's unfortunate that the goal oftentimes is to indoctrinate as opposed to educate. And that's what I was able to benefit from my Lutheran training. There was this freedom to expose us to just a wide range of teachings that the church fathers have contributed over the centuries. And yes, they taught us Lutheran thought, but there was a freedom there to have us consider more broadly. And that's why I felt like, man, I'm not being indoctrinated, I'm being educated. And that was very pivotal for me. And once I realized that the church thought differently than just the generic American church as it relates to what baptism is, that it was never understood as an outward sign of an inward grace or an inward change. That was just not the thinking. And it wasn't until later where you have Martin Luther's Reformation, which was solidly, firmly rooted in what the church fathers taught. And then after that, you have Zwingli, who alters a bit. And then you have after him, you have the Anabaptists, who made some more alterations, and they began to teach that you can only be baptized as a full adult as a result of cognitively choosing to follow Jesus. And then you get, Calvin and the rest of the Calvinists who followed after Calvin himself. And then it makes its way to the Americas. And here we are today, still in that through line of the Anabaptists, the Baptists, and the Calvinists who carried a nuanced understanding on these things.